Hello class, today we're finishing up our chapter on budgeting. Yes, you do have homework. You're going to do 3 people, Quinn, Leonard, and yourself, but we'll get to the assignment here in a while. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just relearning about budgeting. Budgeting, as you remember, is putting all your information onto a sheet of paper before the month begins. Your savings, your bills, utilities, housing, all that. So, with that being said, okay, you're going to do a group project, and you're going to turn it into Google Classroom. But we're going to do it on the Chromebooks today. Hence, that's why I asked you guys to have your Chromebooks ready yesterday. So, if you're logged in, what I want you to do is go to Google Sheets. Okay, and I will put it on the board so you guys can follow along. Just so you guys know how to use the technology. On there, okay, if you follow along, you want to go to your monthly budget, which should look a lot like this. Okay, so here's Google. If you go to Google Sheets, and then right here you have monthly budget. So if it doesn't show up there, you can go to Template Gallery right here, and you can scroll up and down, and right there is personal use monthly budget. Okay, so it should look like this. So the first thing I want to reference is right here at the bottom. You have summary and transaction. So these 2 things are going to be very important going back and forth. Okay, back and forth. So what I want you to do is put your starting balance as 0. So say Quinn. So you're going to get a sheet of paper. Here they are right here. But Quinn, and Leonard, and yourself, you're going to have a starting balance of 0. That just simplifies everything. Now remember, every single dollar has to be accounted for. So go ahead and follow along, put 0 in there, and then down on that same page, I want you to zero everything out, meaning personal. And you can tell that it's a little colored, it's in like beige or tan. I want you to zero everything out there on plan. All the way through on expenses and income. So everything is zeroed. Once you have that finished, you're going to go to the next page, which is transaction, or this little sub page down at the bottom. Okay, so from here, you're going to do all your information on the transaction page, and then it's going to show up on the summary page. That's why this right here at the bottom has a little lock key beside it. So the transaction, I want you to act like this is 6-1/2018, and then this is 6/1/2018. Now, we can start with yourself first, but Leonard and Quinn, they're going to have 2 different situations where Quinn makes so much per hour, and then he picks up a job on a weekend where he can make a little bit more money. And then Leonard is the same way. Or Leonard and Quinn, they're different, but different situation, but at the same time, it's still the same process. And then you're going to do one for yourself, and that's what you're going to turn in to Google Classroom. So we'll just say an amount so you guys can kind of reference it and understand how to use it. We'll say that Megan makes $2,000 this paycheck. Okay, so she gets paid once a month. We're going to say paycheck. We're going to put that in description. In the category, she's going to put paycheck, of course. Now, say Megan is going to college. Megan has to pay, let's say, $300 for rent when she goes to KU. So she's going to put that and categorize it as home. Now, she has to pay that on the first of every month. If you can see that. She has to pay that on the first of every month. So if I go back to the summary page, it shows right here, home. Plan amount is $0. I'm not really worried about plan. We'll get into that on the next section, or like the next activity. Just today, I want you to do actual money. So she spent $300 there, difference of negative 300, and then it shows a paycheck over here as $2,000. Now, with that being said, I can change these to customize them. So if I want to customize this custom category 1, I can put cell phone bill or cell phone. I can put utilities is already on there, travel is already on there, debt is already on there. Pets. What's your pet's name, Grace?
Finn.
Finn. So I can put Finn right there. So if you spend $20 a month on Finn, where you buy him dog food, him, dog food and toys and stuff like that, I can go to transaction and say on 6-2, 2018, you're going to spend $20 on dog food. You know that is coming up at the. You always spend $20 around the first of the month, and I can categorize it into Finn, and then kind of go from there. Now, a couple of things to think about when you're doing this. As you're making one for yourself, Quinn and Leonard, is you're going to have a lot of different things. Okay, you need to account for food. Okay, and the curriculum that we're learning, they're saying about $250 or $200 a month for food for each person in the house. Okay, gifts. Is there any birthdays, anything coming up that month that you got to be aware of? Health, medical, hopefully not. But if you have to go to the eye doctor or something like that, you can account for that. Home, okay, we accounted for that. Transportation. How much do you drive throughout the month? You're probably looking at $50 to $80 a month for Quinn, Leonard, or yourself. Utilities, that's can be wrapped up into a lot of things, such as your water bill, electricity, gas, etc. So in garden, water and electricity kind of go together. They're on the same bill. Black Hills Energy takes care of the hot water or the gas bill. So they're separate, but you can combine them or you can make them separate. Just make sure that they're accounted for is the biggest thing. Travel debt. If you're traveling, since this is summer, you need to account for that. If you're going to travel, say, or you're saving up, you can put that into your travel account. Debt, hopefully you guys don't have any. Cell phone, and then any other car insurance, if you need to account for car insurance, stuff like that. But overall, the activity I'm going to hand out, we'll read together, but you have Quinn, Leonard, and yourself that you're going to do. The two are on the first page, okay? Quinn and Leonard, we'll read through. But then the last one, you're going to kind of go through yourself and kind of make it your situation, what you account for yourself. Like I said, this is due where you're going to have today, the rest of your day during class, and then tomorrow to work on it. And besides that, it should be pretty easy. It should be a great activity, kind of learn and utilize this technology. Okay, you guys have any questions? All right, let's get started. We'll read through it, please.